Hey, what up y'all, Mr. Cruz here, the hardest worker in the room, back with another Bandlab tutorial. And in today's video, I'm going to show you guys all about how to work with effects. In Bandlab, you kind of have two options for how you want to implement effects into your tracks. So let's say I've got this beat right here. Let's just take a listen real quick. But let's say this flute part right here. All right, that's not bad, but let's say I want to give it a little bit more life and give it kind of a different feel. To implement an effect or to add an effect to it, I can click down here on our effects. And then I have two options. Like I said, you can either add effects via a preset or you can add effects basically just like straight up in there. So let's start with a preset. So here under preset, if you click here, it'll give you a whole bunch of different options. And these are a preset just essentially means that it's already pre-made for you. So if they wanted, they might add a delay, a reverb, and a distortion all together and make this like really cool creative sound. And all that's in there for you already. Like all those effects are stacked on top of each other and they've already had like, you know, the knobs tweaked and buttons pressed and all this other stuff. So most of these, when you click them, you'll see that it'll add a whole bunch of different effects in here. So let's go with Psych Vox. All right, see, so in this preset, it gives us a noise gate, a delay, a phaser, chorus, geez, they give us a lot, a compressor, and some more chords. So let's see how this sounds. All right, so it kind of gives it like a space age, very, I don't know, Twilight Zone-esque kind of vibe. I kind of like it. All right, but let's say, let me go ahead and let me see if I can undo that. All right, but let's say I wanted to add my own effect. So I undid that. And then here I can click add effect. And then here I can add individual things. So just like that preset that we just had, right? It has noise gate, delay, phaser. So let's say I only wanted to use this phaser, right? So I can, let me go ahead and delete all of these here. Boom, boom. I can go in here, find, you know, whatever category I want to, modulation, that's where our phaser is going to be. And I think it was phase 72. So bam, so now I've got a phaser that I added and I can stack these effects up. So the way that the effects go, the signal chain starts here and then it'll go to the next one. So now this one is, so let's listen to this. Actually, yeah. So let's see what happens if I change the chain. So if I add the distortion first. Actually, this is kind of a, let's do this one instead. Let's go reverb and then distortion, or yeah. Let's go reverb and then EQ. Actually, that'll be a really good one. Filter. All right, so essentially what this means is that this signal, right, my flute loop is being passed through reverb, and then that signal is going through a filter. So that's kind of why it sounds muffled. If I put the filter first, that means that my loop is being passed through the filter, and then that filter has a reverb added onto it. All right, so it's kind of, you play around and mess around with it, and then you'll kind of understand that like the order of things does matter, especially if you're making very drastic changes. But anyways, there you go. Those are two ways that you can add and implement and add effects to your loops or to your drums or whatever it is that you want to do, all in Bandlab. Hopefully that was helpful to you guys. Let me know in the comments below any other suggestions for Bandlab tutorials you guys like to see in the future. Is your boy Mr. Cruz out.